Welcome back, future medicos. In today's video, we are going to look at the cutoff marks for MS Ramaiah Medical College in Bangalore. This college, that is MS Ramaiah Medical College, is one of the top private medical colleges from Karnataka. This is consistently ranked either number 1 or number 2 in the colleges within Karnataka. So probably if you look at the top 2 private medical colleges in Karnataka, so you might either look at St. John's Medical College or MS Ramaiah, right? These are the 2 top colleges in Karnataka. And in this video, we are going to look at the cutoff marks for MS Ramaiah Medical College in the year 2020 and 2021. So looking at these 2 years cutoff probably will give you a better idea whether you will be able to get a seat in 2022 or not. That's the purpose. I will also explain the various category of seats available in this college. So you can see here, there are government seats. I'm not going to talk about the government seats. I'm only going to talk about the private seats and NRI seats. Okay, when it comes to the private seats, there are 5 categories you can think of. The first one is GMP or General Merit Private. Now this General Merit Private is actually private category seats which are available only for Karnataka students. So there are 30 seats that comes under General Merit Private, which only Karnataka residents can take. The second category you can see is OPN or Open, which is again a private category seats, which are available for All India candidates. This is called All India Open seats. Again, there are 30 seats reserved under this category, open category. So totally MS Ramaiah has 150 seats. Then the third category, which is NRI, this is only eligible NRI or NRI sponsored candidates or OCI candidates can participate and get a seat under this category. Typically about 22 or 23 seats are allotted under NRI category. Then comes OTH or others category. Now this is a very special category. Typically available in Karnataka. You may not find it in many states, but in Karnataka, they have this category called others category, where the fee structure of this category is almost same as NRI fees, right? But for this others category, resident Indians can apply. So basically, it is a very high fee structure and it gives an option. For example, if somebody wants to desperately enter into MS Ramaiah with a low score, then probably others category will be useful. And to give you a feel about this category, the fee structure of this category last year was about 40 lakhs. NRI seats, the fee structure was 40 lakhs per year. Similarly, the others category is also 40 lakhs per year. Now, I do not know what is the fee structure for this year, but keep in mind, this is going to be very, very, very expensive. So if you are desperately looking for MS Ramaiah, then you can go for this category. Otherwise, there are many colleges available at a lower fees. Maybe, for example, deemed universities will be available even at a very, very low score. You can get for about 25, 26 lakhs, you can get it. So if you are interested in MS Ramaiah and you are ready to spend the money, then you can go under others category. Then finally, I have also given stray vacancy. Now, stray vacancy is what generally all the rounds of counseling are conducted by KEA, Karnataka Examinations Authority. They do conduct the round 1 counseling, round 2 counseling, mop-up round. Okay. So after they conduct at least 3 rounds of counseling, if seats are still vacant after 3 rounds, in case candidates vacate the seat and seats are vacant, these seats will be surrendered back to the colleges. At the beginning of the counseling, the college surrenders 150 seats to KEA. But after 3 rounds of counseling, if seats are still vacant, then what the government does, what KEA does, they surrender back the seats to the colleges. And then they tell them, you can fill the vacant seats. We are unable to fill it. And so finally, maybe the last 1 week or so, the college may fill these seats. This is not a lot of seats in MS Ramaiah. The last 2 years, it was about 2 or 3 seats were available. For these 2 or 3 seats, the admission happens directly in the college. But of course, remember, this admission will happen only towards the end of admission period. Say, for example, if admission opens in September, then probably this stray vacancy round may happen in November or so. And typically it will be like 2 or 3 days only will be available for you to get in through stray vacancy round. I strongly recommend anyone not to look at stray vacancy round. It's just for information I'm sharing. ideally I recommend not to look at stray vacancy round. And also others category, unless you are very desperate, please don't look at it. My recommendation is go for GMP if you are Karnataka students, go for OPN category if you are other state candidates. And if you are an eligible NRI candidate, of course, you can also consider NRI seats. Okay, with that, let's look at the cutoff for each category. Now, general merit private, for which only Karnataka students are eligible, as I said. In 2020, there are 30 seats allocated. And in terms of All India rank, the cutoff was 70,136. Now, when I say cutoff, I'm meaning the last candidate to get a seat. Okay, it's not something the college imposes that, oh, after this mark, I will not do admission. It's not that. It's the competition that determines the cutoff. Okay, so anyone can participate, but depending on the competition, right? If there are 1,000 candidates competing for 30 seats, then only the top 30 candidates will go in. Right now, what is the cutoff in terms of NEET marks? In 2020, it was 521. In 2021, that is last year, the closing rank was 79,612. And in terms of NEET marks, 506. So you can see that in terms of All India rank, you should have somewhere around 75,000 All India rank. Probably you may have a good chance to get into MS Ramaiah through general merit private category. Now let's look at open category, which is, as I said, is open for All India candidates. Now this category, it is open for All India candidates. It is very competitive. It is almost close to MCC All India quota, right? Government colleges All India quota cutoff is very close to this. So only candidates who are really interested in MS Ramaiah, of course, is a very good college. You have to look for this. Otherwise, many states for this score, you should be able to get into government colleges. Okay, fine. 2020, what was the cutoff or what was the closing rank? 23,045 and NEET marks 593. In 2021, All India rank is very close to 2020. It was around 24,600 and NEET marks 587. So you need somewhere close to 600 marks to have a real chance in MS Ramaiah through All India open seats. Now, in terms of number of seats allotted, in 2020, 28 seats were allotted, even though 30 seats were reserved. 28 seats were allotted under this category. And then 2021, 27 seats were allotted, which means the remaining 2 seats and 3 seats in 2020 and 21, they were allotted through stray vacancy round. Maybe at the last minute, some candidate who got the admission, they vacated the seat and it became available for stray vacancy round. Okay, but let's not worry about that. Just look at the cutoff marks, and that's going to give you an idea whether you have a realistic chance of getting into MS Ramaiah or not. Then NRI category. Now NRI category, generally, as you all know, since the fee structure is high, very limited candidates are there. The cutoff is quite low. In 2020, the cutoff was around 8 lakh All India rank and NEET marks 116. In 2021, All India rank around 5,80,000 and NEET marks 193. So quite easy, right? If you have a score around 200 marks, you can give it a try. Then coming to others category, which, as I said, it is available for local residents, local Indians. Any Indian can apply, but it will be charged close to the same fees as NRI fees. So last year it was about 40 lakhs per year. So see whether it is worth trying this. So All India rank in terms of cutoff in 2020 is around 5,20,000 and NEET marks 202. And in 2021, All India rank 5,92,000 and NEET marks 188. So roughly close to 200 marks. Now others category, only 7 seats and 8 seats, right? Together NRI and other seats will make up 30 seats. If NRI is 23, this will be 7. NRI is 22, this will be 8, right? That's normally the breakdown. And finally, the stray vacancy round, where, as I said, the admission directly happens in the college towards the end of the window, admission window closing, right? The last date. Towards that, these seats will be filled up in case if seats are not filled during KEA counseling, right? Please remember, only if seats are not filled in KEA counseling, seats will be available in stray vacancy round. Now in 2020, 2 seats became vacant. And in terms of All India rank, the 2 seats were filled with the lowest score being 7 lakh all India rank, and in terms of NEET marks 141. And in 2021 there were 3 seats vacant, and the last candidate to get in was all India rank 9 lakh 11,000 and NEET marks 110, almost just pass, right? Now that's the details for MS Ramaiah for the last 2 years. Now use these data and look at your score. And of course, I would highly recommend you to wait for the NEET results to be out so that you know exactly what is your score, what is your rank. Use your rank to compare the last candidate to get into in the last 2 years. That would give you a rough feel, right? For example, if your open category rank is 1,50,000, right? If your NEET rank is 1,50,000, then you know that most likely you won't get under open category, right? Then, okay, I'm not saying you should not apply, you must apply, but don't keep very high hopes. But if your rank is somewhere close, say for example, if your all India rank is around 30,000, 35,000, then you can remain hopeful. We don't know whether the cutoff will come down, but we cannot exactly predict, right? But if someone is in the top 25,000 ranks, then probably they may have a very good chance, right? That's how you need to use this data. All these are only to give you some advanced information for planning, right? Nothing else. The purpose is nothing else. We are not saying that if you have this score, you will get a seat. If this score you don't have, you will not get a seat, right? I'm not saying that. This is all for your advanced planning. I hope this information is useful to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.